TN4JGH. Listen, I shut down on that because I can't be swinging back and forth. The radio going on. I'm here. I'll be on the side here. USL, yes, it's a good idea. It's very good. What do you call? I like Zoom. You know, but with the radio going on back and forth, it's like I'd be off the screen shooting over here to the table. But it's good to do. And plus, when I did go to the website, W4GGM, it's got April 2nd. On there, so that's the numbers I was first running, but yeah, it's a smart idea. I like it. We just keep posting it. We put it in the news. We put it in on the website. You know what I mean? And see what it's there. Like I said, it's smart. I like it.
Yeah, roger that. I wonder if the weather tonight has got some people, monitoring that too and not necessarily jumping on here. So I would say one thing that I would say, I think if you're live streaming it on YouTube or Zoom or all that stuff, you probably should let people know that on the front end just so people are aware that they're being recorded and all that stuff.
USL, you're right. I know. TN4JGH. Hey, Eric, so what's that? What kind of radio did you get? And what does it do? A multi-band?
Hey, roger that. It's a TYT TH9800. It's a quad band. Does 10, 6, and 2 meters, and then 70 centimeters. I just got it in on Tuesday. I bought it from Radioddity.com. Is the website I bought it from. Apparently they ship them right out of Louisville, Kentucky, so I literally got it in a couple of days. It didn't take any time at all. And I don't know if it's the manufacturer or if it's them, but I think it's them. They offer a 1 year. Comes with a 1 year warranty on it too, so I thought that was a pretty good deal too. I dumped the program in here. It's got my UHF and VHF stuff. That's the only antennas that I have at the moment, so I gotta figure out what I gotta do to get antennas and whatever set up for the other bands and all that. But I'm hoping to put up a mast on my house. I don't know, maybe this weekend even if the weather's nice and I get some time, and get one of my antennas, my Ringo Ranger, probably put up on top of that, and then figure out if I can mount some other antennas off of that somehow.
Very good, very good. Okay, TYT?
Roger that. TYT, Tango Yankee Tango. It's one of these Chinese jobbers, but I mean, it looks, the face of it looks very similar to I think Yaesu makes a quad band, and the face of this, it's kind of built on that model. It looks very similar to that Yaesu from what I've seen on pictures on the internet things.
But yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it does. It looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, it's what do you call the TH 980, 9800.
Roger that. Yeah, 9800. So far I'm happy with it. Like I said, I've started working on mounting my car. I've been running it here on my desk, you know, and I started working yesterday on getting it mounted into the car. I got most of the wiring ran into the car and all that, and figured out a spot back in behind the, you know, on the sidewall behind the back seat of my truck that I can mount the main unit, and then it's got the removable head and all that stuff too. So that was another thing I was kind of looking for, was that removable head, so I could get the head up, you know, on the dashboard where I could see it.
Roger that. That's like what I did with my 400, my Yaesu, my Yaesu, the 400 with the detachable head. You know, I mean, I have that in like a cup holder with the mount. You know, I mean, what is it? I mount or something like that. But I have the face plate in there, and then the receivers underneath the passenger seat. But yeah, it looks just like it does.
Roger that. I think it is. I think it's probably just a knockoff of the Yaesu, really. But like Justin said, we'll see how it holds up. I know Cliff, he runs, I think, a QTY. I think it's you know, like Quebec Tango Yankee, which I think is. I mean, they look almost identical. I mean, I think it's just another brand that's probably manufactured in the same factory, if I had to guess. And he's ran his for years. His did give out recently. I think it was just a dual bander that he had, but he's bought another one, a quad band one, I think, that he bought from someplace, but he hasn't gotten his yet, I don't think.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice price. I like that. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's pretty neat, man.
And the plan right now is to make it so I can remove it from the truck and bring it in the house when I want to, and put it in the truck when I want to. But eventually I'll probably get sick of that and just buy a second one for $200, so.
Do that. Yeah, well, it sounds good. It sounds very good. Hidden repeater. I mean, it's clear audio.
Yeah, roger that. We've been doing some simplex stuff on it too, on the 440 and the 2 meter band a little bit. And I mean, I was talking to N4 TOW, and he lives up on Carter's Creek, you know, good 5, 6, 7 miles from me probably, and we were able to talk simplex over it pretty well too.
Roger that. Okay, very good. Yeah, one day when you're on, we'll jump. You know, I mean, we'll jump and see how, you know, how. I mean, when I'm on, which is very rare, but when I'm on, like up here in this room, we'll do simplex. We'll do it. I mean, I like it. I like simplex because it's crazy how it works.
Roger that. Yeah, we kind of like the simplex too. You can get off the repeater channels, and you're not bothering so many people, and freeing up the repeater for people to talk on and whatever. So
I don't look at it like that. I like it as a challenge. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can be right down the block, and you can't get through.
yeah, roger that. Roger that. Yeah, so far I'm using the mic that came with it. I mean, and everybody says that I sound pretty good on it so far, so. another interesting fact on when I'm running the thing on my desk here in the house. I've taken a computer power supply and modified that, and I'm pulling the power off of a computer power supply, so it's running off the 12-volt side of a, like a, I don't know, 400 or 500 watt computer power supply. And forward, Theo. For TOW, we hear you. I'm not sure if he's not getting your word, but his name is Mike.
He's on his repeater. He's on his handheld and his record.
I like it. I like to get the new one, but I'm not spending no more money on radios. But I like to get the new one, that it's a true dual band. You know what I mean? I like it, but everything's got to be done on the A side. You know what I mean? Up on the upper band. You know what I mean? The lower one, it'll come through, but you can't transmit on. You know what I mean? You can scan on the bottom one, but it's nice. I've had it for years. I had it back in I think, let's see, 2018 or whatever. I had bought it, like it's an earlier model, but it's been good with me, knock wood. I mean, it works good, but I'd like to have true two bands, you know what I mean? The top part and the bottom part, that you could transmit on each one. I don't really know, Justin. I think they did, because, like I said, on the bottom one, or wait a minute, I can't remember if it's 70 meters or whatever, 70 centimeter. If I can talk on that or not, like 440 range on the bottom one. I think it has to be on the top. I'll have to try it again. I haven't done it in a while, but I know like on the what do you call it, the VFO, if I use the VFO, like on A and B, A is on the top, B is on the bottom. Now, I haven't. Yeah, I think I can. Wait a minute. I'm fibbing here. Because yes, I can. Because if I had it with us on 147.120, and then if I had the Heritage repeater on the bottom, I can switch from A and B and talk on the bottom. So I'm telling a fib there. But I can't remember what that radio doesn't do. It doesn't do something that the new one does. Yes, I remember that. I know there's an update for it, and I had a software update for it, and I haven't done it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to. It sits in there. I don't, it's in the truck, and that's it. I mean, when I turn it on, it's on. But there is a firmware update that I haven't done on it, and but it works good. I like it. I mean, I got a diamond on it, a diamond antenna, an NOM type on the fender well, you know what I mean, with the comic bracket, because I didn't want to drill nothing, you know what I mean, on the truck. So I ran it on that, and it's on the driver's side front fender in the corner there. But it works. I mean, it gets out, it hits the repeater. I mean, I've had no problems with it. I like it. Roger that. Yeah, I mean, digital's nice. I like it. I mean, I hear it all day, you know what I mean? Like, well, I got this radio on and then the handheld on with the Wires X, but it's crazy on that. But I don't really talk that much on Wires X, you know what I mean? It's like, it runs, I hear it, I don't have it on now. I shut it down when I try to run off of, when we talk, because being so close, I'll get bleed over. USL, yes, I have a node, and then I have a node, and then it's, like I said, if you're ever through Spring Hill, or like if you get to the top of Columbia, where the old drive-in was, up there where Nellie's is, listen to me, Katie Pie.
Yeah, Justin, I heard you.
On 145.525, Simplex, you'll start getting it.
You're rolling now, bud.
$145.525 Simplex. Well, with the tower at 20, well, I figure it's at 28 foot. Like I said, Dale can hit it with his beams. You know, he can hit it. Very good on mobile-wise. Like I said, from Spring Hill, figure to where the hill is, where the old Sundown Drive-In used to be there. Right in there is where you'll lose it after that. You know what I mean? USL, you're welcome to use it. Like I said, it's digital. You know what I mean? It's broadcasting and digital, and then you can lock in. You know what I mean? Like I said, you could actually just, if you're in the Spring Hill, you put it on. If you got Fusion Radio, 145.525, you can do it. You can hit it. You know what I mean? Do what you want. You can lock in on it. You can change. Go to Alabama link. Whatever other links you want to go to, because when you go off, it's going to change and go back with so many minutes of, it'll go back to, what do you call, American, Wires X.
Hindering me some is been working in Perry County. I go through Waynesboro. I've been trying to play with the APRS, but I get to about Deerfield over here, and I guess repeater or whatever it is that I'm making it into to be able to hear my beacons is I lose it about Deerfield, and then get down there and that hole down in Linden down there, and you can get absolutely nothing down there.
Roger that. KN4JGHID. Yeah. What do you call? With that, like what was I getting at here now? Wait a minute. I gotta gather my thoughts. With this fusion thing, with the nodes, you know what I mean? It's like now, I noticed like how I run it through with the system, with the Yaesu system. I also have a hotspot and a Pi, and I had to laugh because when I had checked on the software of that, my name sign with my call sign with somebody else was like hacked into my my hotspot, and I was like, yo man, what's going on here? You know what I mean? I had to reconfigure it and everything and get it back to where my call sign went on, because like with DMR, I have a DMR number because when I had got this hotspot, I had to register with DMR. But yeah, it was just weird how it's like somebody else. It was W1ABC was the call sign.
Is it somebody local right there, or is it even a working call sign?
Nah, it wasn't no working call sign, but it was just weird. It was W1ABC. I'm like, where'd that come from? But yeah, I don't know. I know that there was something going on with them too, with Bradmaster or Meister, whatever it's called, that they had something with with these hotspots, you know what I mean, going on. Because I don't like using it on Yaesu, because what happens is you cut off, you cut, it repeats, you know what I mean, because it's not really using the fusion system.
Yeah, I don't know. I listened to a few podcasts, and the Yaesu's got one that they do. Lunch and Learn podcast, they call it, and it's actually pretty good. It tells a lot about a lot of Yaesu products, and learn on that podcast that the only way to use Wires X is through that what is it, HR 200 or whatever it is, that little box. You can't use officially use the Wires X through a hotspot. It's not really, the only way to access Wires X is through complete Yazoo products.
USL, yeah, who? John Kerr?
They change colors. Keep it a bit in cold, they'll change.
Yeah, maybe so. I'm honestly, it's been a few weeks since I've listened to it, so I forget. But yeah, I think that's right. K4LEN Friday. Alright, so it's going there.
Yeah, John's very good. He's an EMT, and he worked with Yazoo as a sales rep.
Yes,
And
please go.
he knows his
It's
stuff,
just a
man.
picture,
If
baby.
it's John Kerr or whatever, it's I have his call sign, but not on the right offhand. But yes, he's very good. I mean, the videos are they're
What's
good.
going on, Udell? Yeah, I really enjoy that podcast. I like to learn more on Yazoo products. That's a very good podcast to listen to. It's short, pretty brief, but he cuts right to the chase, and it's got some good information on there. I don't know, I enjoy it.
Me too. All right, I'm going down to do my bad habit. I gotta have a cigarette. All right, guys, I'll be right back. This is KN4JGH. I'll be monitoring. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll be here, Joe. Anybody else got anything for tonight? Any questions? Any ideas? Any thoughts? Anything? Haven't heard it all. Actually, I have a friend of mine lives over here, AK4R is his call sign. Steve, he's a good guy. But he been talking to him this week. Or actually, that I got my book. I'm gonna start studying for get my extra. But talking to him, telling him about buying that 400, and we had some trouble out of our repeater. He's got a brand new in the box. Get the numbers on it. It's not the one. What is the DR maybe or something like that. He's got a brand new repeater in the box. Said if he was interested, he would he'd price it to us if something happened and ours no good anymore. I kind of mentioned to him, that we should start a club here around Lawrenceburg. He actually lives right across the line in Giles County, and he said that's what he intended to do, and couldn't get any interest in it down here. But I don't know. So if something happens, we not able to fix ours. One there.
Justin, I don't hear you anymore.
For that he would be interested in selling.
Yeah, last I heard, I think his name is John, the guy that helps with the repeater for the club. I think he's back in town, and he was going to try to put a firmware update, I think, on the repeater, and then if that didn't work, they said something about sending it back to Yazoo or something so maybe, I'm guessing it must have been a warranty of some sort, maybe.
Mike, I'm not real sure. I didn't ask him how much, but interested in it. I could probably find out. I don't know. I didn't ask him the price on it. I'm still kind of trying to talk him into starting a club. Need more interest down here, and I think I could get some interest because there's several new hams down here as well. I don't know. I've tried to talk to people on Lawrenceburg repeater down here. I think they're under the thinking that they don't want anybody talking on it. You know, it's for Skywarn only, and that's why I thought it was until one day I talked to the guy on the repeater that runs the repeater, and no, I want people to talk on it. That way, we have problems come up. We're not in the middle of severe weather and find out that our repeater's down. But I just can't get nobody to talk on it.
It'd be interesting to find out how much one of those runs.
Well, I know by listening to that podcast that they run a really good deal on the things, but I think there's kind of a stipulations to it. I think they'll give it to you at a very good price, but I think it's like got to be for a club, got to have it online for so long, um, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, do that. I'm not even gonna say what I'm thinking because it could be very wrong, but I think it's a very good deal on it that they will give you as long as you abide by their little rules to the contract, if you will.
Yeah, I'm searching. Can't find a price on one online. I'm Googling it and searching it, but I don't see anything about a price on anywhere.
Well, I looked one up the other day. I think about $1,600 is what I've come up with. If I'm not mistaken, I may still have it open back in my internet pages, but I think the one that I found, $1,600.
Just pulled up on Gigaparts, $19.99. It's $2,000 on Gigaparts.
Okay, that may have. Thinking that they was a little bit farther. Thinking, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, and I don't understand all this digital stuff yet. I haven't really started reading about all that stuff yet. I'm trying to figure it out, but I really don't understand all this hotspot stuff either. To me, a hotspot is, your cell phone hotspot that gives you internet access. I don't understand what they mean by hotspot exactly, and how that ties into your radio and whatever all.
Well, what it does, it is most of the time, it is a Raspberry Pi with a MMDVM hat on it. Get mono band or you can get dual band. But basically it works like a repeater. Basically a repeater. The Raspberry Pi, you use the Wi-Fi capabilities of the Raspberry Pi to connect it to wireless internet, or I think you can actually get a cord for it and plug it in, on the wire. But basically, it's a very low power repeater. It's like milliwatts, like I forget how many milliwatts it is. It's very low power, but it's basically a little repeater. You go in there, it's got a software to it. Go in there and program it to what frequency you want it set on, and then what modes you got to go in and actually configure it. So I use mine for D-Star, so you've got to actually set it up like a D-Star repeater. Enter in the information into the radio just like you would if you was manually entering information in for a D-Star repeater. And then what it does is it's got a little antenna on it, and it picks up your signal from your radio and talk to it and it talks back to the radio. Pretty cool little dude. I've got one of them, and I've not used it in a while, but it's pretty cool.
The only Raspberry Pi I know is the kind you eat.
Yeah, roger that. Well, as you progress into your ham radio career, go any farther than a technician, then learn about Raspberry Pis. They're small computers, and they're roughly the size of a credit card. You'd be amazed at the things you could do. I give you a YouTube page. Go check them out. Guy actually from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Kilo Mike 4. Yeah, Kilo Mike 4 Alpha Charlie Kilo. KM4 ACK. And he does just about anything you can think of with a Raspberry Pi. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's right. Think of it. It's a computer the size of a box, a pack of cigarettes, basically. That's basically what you're looking at, and a full-fledged computer too. I mean, it won't run Windows exactly, but it's a full-fledged computer. You can put a Linux operating system and all kinds of stuff on them. I've never really played with them much, but I know about them and know the capabilities of them. And I mean, some businesses are actually starting to run those as the desktops for their employees, and then they use that to remote into a back-end server system that's on the desktop. They've literally got this little Raspberry Pi and a monitor and a keyboard and a mouse. So.
You're talking Greek to me.
Well, it's they're a pretty amazing little contraption. Like there's people that use them to run security systems in their house. You can build a weather station with one. I mean, you dream it up, and there's probably find a solution for it with a Raspberry Pi. They're not, they don't have a big processor or anything like that in them. Don't have a lot of computing power, but they're good for like a one job kind of deal. They're pretty amazing little machine.
How did it get the name Raspberry Pi?
Well, that's a good question. Beyond me there. You gonna try to get mine configured back up and going. Plugged it in not long ago and I couldn't get anything out of it. But I remembered just the other day that I pulled the memory card out of it and used something else. So before field day, I'm gonna see if I can't get everything back configured like I had it. Come to field day, I can show you about it a little bit. The little bit that I know about it, I can show you and show you the capabilities of it anyhow. Or might be a good project for a presentation for the meeting next week.
Okay.
Take your Zoom chat there and put a couple things in the chat.
Put it on our signal. Oh, add it in.
All right, Barry, come on in here.
How you doing? You setting it up now?
Yeah, we're still going. We're just kind of hanging out, talking about anything that comes up. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. What time is that over now?
No, we're still going, but kind of more or less like a get together and hang out net, if you will.
You sound pretty good. You sound pretty good. What time you ending today? Like a couple of minutes?
I just whenever everybody don't have anything else to talk about, wrap it up and shut her down.
You sound pretty good. I forgot to tell you, though. You get me on the net last night?
Barry, I'm sorry, I did not.
Maybe okay, though. I'll probably do better next time, though. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when Mr. Carey didn't, Mr. Carey didn't kick in first thing, kind of threw me off, I believe.
You sound pretty good, yeah. I'll talk to you later. KK4MK, that's clear.
All right, Barry. Mike, I think if that's you, not quite making it in here now.
Me?
Maybe that's not you. Sound like somebody may have been trying to get in, not quite making it.
It sounded like somebody was trying to talk when Barry was talking. Anybody else out there?
This is KN4JGH. I'm back.
Y'all carry on for just a second. I gotta go in here and get a handheld and make sure I don't think nothing bad's going through. I'm hearing thunder. I may have to shut mine down and prepare for lightning, if you will.
Me too. When that comes, I unplug everything.
I've actually got a couple of straight 2-meter radios, and I believe I'm going to live in a older house trailer. Got the metal siding and the metal roof, but I've got an extra mag mount antenna that I believe I'm going to run out, stick it in, at least to the side of the house, just for the local Lawrenceburg repeater. For bad weather, I still got a radio besides the HT that I can leave going, and that'll be my bad weather radio, if you will.
It's not raining up here in Spring Hill.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to shut mine down. With that, I'm gonna wrap Newbie net up and carry on afterward. Won't. But anybody else got anything before I go?
No, appreciate all you're doing. Keep up the good work, and I think we all enjoyed doing this on Friday night. Thanks for all you do there, K4LEN. N4TOW. And there he is.
Alright, guys. We'll pull up my little script here. I can find where I'm at. All right. I want to thank everyone for participating in the Newbie Net tonight. Out at 7, including myself. Check-ins tonight. For any information about club meetings and upcoming events, please visit our website at w4ggm.org. Please remember to check into our other weekly nets. The Emergency Management Net is held every Sunday at 8:30. Mr. Peter. MTIR's Net is held every Monday at 8 o'clock on the 443-175. And our regular Thursday night club net is held every Thursday night at 8 o'clock on the 147.120 repeater. This time I'll return the W4GGM repeater back to normal use. Everyone has a great upcoming weekend. Keep an eye on the weather. Possibility it can be rough when it comes to the area. And God bless. That's K4LEN. Turn the W4GGM team back to regular amateur. Good night and God bless everybody.
Roger that, K4LEN. Appreciate all you're doing. This is K4PKA.
All right, Justin, you have a good one. K4LEN, this is KN4JGH. You have a good weekend.
All right, good evening to you, everybody. Y'all want to carry on? We can carry on the Zoom meeting. Then I'm going to have to shut down and unplug, but I'll keep the Zoom meeting rolling if anybody wants to jump in there with us.
Just I might have to bail. We had to get a new TV because the other one went out.
N4 TOW still
The
out there?
TV we bought won't fit on the stand that we have. So we're having a marital crisis over it.
Oh, no. That's all right. Well, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us.
You out there?
That's cool, man.
What?
Yeah, send me the thing, or maybe I can save this link and it's the same every week.
I'm not sure because I don't know. I thought it was, but couple
K4NTP.
Rick and
K4
Eric
PKA.
was having trouble getting in to the Zoom meeting, so I'm not sure.
There you are.
But,
where you at?
You can try it and see. If not, I'll shoot it to you every week. Maybe next week I'll be a little more prepared and
apparently he's in no man's land and can't get to
won't
us.
pull up at the house when my net's supposed to be
I keep hearing him jump in every once in a while.
Stuff happens.
That's it. Well, I went and did a
the bottom of
haircut.
the hole
I was
or
up
valley
there
or
for
something.
2 hours.
Can't get over the hill.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting it. Or I was up there for an hour and a half. Or I was up there for almost 2 hours. I got done at 7:30. Oh crap! I got to go to the house. Well, hold on. Take Louis with you and let him get his hair cut real quick.
Send me that information about that Raspberry Pi. I don't know anything about it.
Where that goes.
I sent you a bunch of stuff through Signal and
And I'm going to have to get out of
check your
Saul.
Signal. You can see some stuff in there. It's not on the handbox. I just sent it to you individually.
Send me pictures.
Yeah, pictures of what I look like after she hits me with that saw a few times.
She's not understanding the engineering that the one and only Ed Rutledge can come up with and conquer. You got to keep an open mind about things.
N4 TOW.
4 TOW, we got you now. You made it out of that hole you're in.
I can't imagine what she could do with a table, and TVs.
I'm trying to hit that repeater.
Man, I'll tell you
Now
what.
Thompson Station.
I've got me a sawzall and a screwdriver, and I don't think
Making us
there's
a little
anything I
choppy. You're
can't
kind of
do
cutting out a little bit, but you're making it pretty good now.
except use them effectively to do something that
Yeah,
looks nice.
I got
No, that's
his
debatable.
YouTube page going too.
All right, brother. I will catch you maybe later this
I don't know
weekend.
if he still got the
Alright,
net on
Ed.
or if he
Thanks
shut
for
that down.
joining
He
us,
was
brother.
shutting his radio down because
Thank you. We'll
he's
see you
got
in a
lightning
bit.
coming
See
in
you,
his
bud.
area.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting and go in here and see what's going on with this weather. So, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate it. And come in here and jump on the Zoom meeting with us, Goodell, and we'll have a big party. But I gotta go in here and get the HT. Good evening, everybody.